In a world that's constantly pulling us in 1,000 different directions, social media, texts, emails, it's easy to feel like you're drowning in a sea of distractions. You wake up, and before you even have a chance to think, your phone buzzes. Notifications pile up, and suddenly your focus, your energy, your precious time all slip through your fingers. Sound familiar? But here's the terrifying truth. This constant state of distraction isn't just exhausting, it's stealing your future, your dreams, your ambitions, those goals you've set for yourself. They're quietly slipping away, lost in the noise. But what if I told you there's a way out? A way to escape this cycle of endless interruption, to reclaim your focus and achieve more than you ever thought possible. Today, we're diving into Cal Newport's groundbreaking book, Deep Work. In the next few minutes, we'll uncover the secrets to mastering your mind in an age of distraction. And trust me, it might just be the most important thing you ever learn. So stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why deep work is not just a productivity hack. It's a survival skill, and mastering it could be the difference between a life of mediocrity and a life of greatness. But don't worry, I won't tell you to throw your phone into the ocean. Unless you're ready for that level of commitment, then by all means. Section 1. What is deep work? So, what exactly is deep work? At its core, it's the ability to focus without distraction on a cognitively demanding task. Think of it like working out for your brain. It's not about the number of hours you put in, but the intensity of focus you apply during those hours. Now, you might be thinking, I focus all the time, I'm constantly working. But here's the twist. Most of what we think of as work is actually just shallow work. Tasks that don't require intense focus, like answering emails, attending meetings, or scrolling through endless to-do lists. This is the secret most people don't realize. They're busy, but they're not productive. They're getting things done, sure, but not the things that actually matter. They're trapped in a cycle of shallow work, and it's killing their potential. Section 2. The shallow work trap. Let's dig into this idea of shallow work. Shallow work feels productive. You're checking things off your list, and you feel like you're constantly in motion. But here's the thing. It doesn't actually require deep thought or problem solving. It's surface level. Think about your own day. How much time do you spend switching between tasks, checking your phone, or multitasking? If you're honest with yourself, that's shallow work. And shallow work might help you keep up, but it won't push you ahead. Now, here's the scary part. Most of us spend almost all of our time doing shallow work. We've become addicted to it because it's easy. It gives us that quick hit of satisfaction, and it doesn't demand much from us. But here's the truth. It's keeping you stuck. You're spinning your wheels while others, the ones who've mastered deep work, are racing ahead. They're building things, solving big problems, and making their mark while you're trapped in the shallows. But what if I told you there's a way out? A way to escape this cycle and start performing at your highest potential? We'll get there soon, but first, let's understand why deep work is so powerful. Section 3. Why deep work matters more now than ever. Why does deep work matter, especially now? We live in a world that's more distracted than ever. Think about it. Your phone, your laptop, the constant flood of notifications. Every few seconds, something is competing for your attention. And attention, well, that's your most valuable resource. In today's economy, the ability to focus is becoming a superpower. As technology continues to evolve, more and more jobs are becoming automated, outsourced, or just plain irrelevant. The tasks that are easy and repetitive are disappearing. What's left are the hard things, the things that require real creativity, problem-solving, and innovation. And these are exactly the things that deep work helps you do. If you can't master deep work, you risk becoming irrelevant in the future. Let that sink in for a moment. Because while others are distracted by the noise, the few who know how to focus will rise to the top. They'll be the ones creating, building, leading, while the rest are just busy. This is not just about productivity, This is about survival in a changing world. Section 4. The 4 Rules of Deep Work. Now that we've set the stage, let's dive into the actionable part, the 4 rules of deep work that Newport outlines. Rule 1. Work deeply. Rule number 1 seems simple, right? Work deeply. But here's the catch. It's not enough to just say you'll focus more. You need to build your life around deep work. This means designing your day to protect your focus, creating rituals that pull you into that state of deep concentration. Newport suggests starting with dedicated blocks of time. These are moments where you're unreachable, undistracted, and fully immersed in one task. Turn off notifications, silence your phone, close your email, whatever it takes. Or if you're like me, hide your phone in another room, far, far away where it can't tempt you. But here's where most people fail. They set aside time but don't create the environment. Deep work requires a space where you're free from distractions. It's like going to the gym to lift weights. You wouldn't try to lift in a room full of clutter and noise, would you? Same with your brain. You need a clean, distraction-free mental space to really push your cognitive limits. Rule 2. Embrace boredom. This might be the hardest rule for our generation. We've trained our brains to be constantly stimulated, constantly entertained. The second we feel boredom creeping in, what do? We grab our phones, scroll through Instagram, check our notifications. Newport argues that this constant need for stimulation is what's destroying our ability to focus. Think about it. How many times a day do you give in to the smallest hint of boredom? And what is it doing to your ability to think deeply, to focus for extended periods of time? We've trained ourselves to have short attention spans. And here's the real danger. If you can't handle boredom, you'll never be able to do deep work. The world is full of distractions, and if you don't train your mind to resist them, you'll always be at the mercy of whatever is trying to steal your attention. So how do we retrain our minds to embrace boredom? It's simpler than you think, and we'll get into it in just a moment. Rule 3. Quit social media. Here comes the hard truth. Social media is designed to steal your focus. It's engineered to be addictive. Every like, every comment, every notification is a little hit of dopamine that keeps you coming back for more. But ask yourself this, what's the real cost? Are those hours spent scrolling through your feed helping you grow, or are they distracting you from the things that matter? If you want to truly master deep work, you need to take a hard look at your relationship with social media. Newport isn't saying quit forever. He's saying be selective. Use it only when it provides value, and if it doesn't, cut it loose. Your time is too valuable to waste. Rule 4. Drain the shallows. Finally, Newport encourages us to drain the shallows. This means cutting down on shallow work, the emails, meetings, and low-value tasks that eat up your time. Think about it. How much of your day is spent on things that don't require your full focus? Start by identifying these tasks and ask yourself, can I delegate this? Can I batch it? Or can I eliminate it altogether? By draining the shallows, you free up mental energy for the work that really matters. And that's where the magic happens. That's where you start producing at a level that sets you apart. Section 5. Creating your deep work routine. Now that we've covered the 4 rules of deep work, let's talk about creating a routine that embraces these principles. This is where the magic happens, where theory meets practice, and where you start to see real change in your productivity and focus. Start by identifying your most productive hours. Are you a morning person who can dive deep right after waking up? Or are you more focused in the afternoons or evenings? Tailor your schedule around those peak times. Next, create a sacred space for deep work. This can be a dedicated area in your home or even a favorite coffee shop. The key is to make it a place where distractions are minimized and focus is prioritized. And remember, deep work doesn't have to be an all-or-nothing approach. Start with short bursts of intense focus, maybe 30 minutes at a time, and gradually increase as your brain adapts. The more you practice, the easier it will become. You'll start to experience the joy of getting lost in your work, of losing track of time as you dive deeper into your projects. Section 6. The transformation of deep work. Imagine waking up every day with a sense of purpose, knowing you're making strides towards your goals. Picture yourself sitting down to work, fully immersed in your tasks, producing high-quality output that makes you proud. This is the transformation that comes with embracing deep work. You're not just getting things done, you're building a life of significance, where every moment of focus adds value to your journey. You'll start to see the fruits of your labor, whether it's advancing in your career, achieving personal milestones, or even fostering deeper connections with those around you. This isn't just about productivity, it's about fulfillment. When you work deeply, you don't just enhance your output, you enhance your entire life. So where do we go from here? If you want to take control of your life, if you want to stop spinning your wheels and start making real progress, it's time to embrace the principles of deep work. Work deeply, embrace boredom, quit social media, drain the shallows. The choice is yours. You can keep living in distraction, letting the days slip by, or you can commit to mastering your focus and unlocking the full potential of your mind. And trust me, when you do, the results will speak for themselves. If you found this breakdown of deep work by Cal Newport valuable, don't forget to like this video and share it with someone who needs to hear this today. Subscribe to the MindFlex audiobook channel for more insights that can reshape your mind and your life. And in the comments, tell us what part of this video resonated with you the most. What's your biggest distraction, and how do you plan to fight it? Remember, the power to create deep, meaningful work is already within you. All it takes is the decision to start. See you in the next video, where we'll explore how you can harness the power of compounding to accelerate your growth. Speaking of power, did you know that by simply understanding how to compound your efforts, you could potentially double your productivity without working a single extra hour? Intrigued? Stick around, because that's exactly what we're diving into next time.